All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy holidays. We're here at a very festively decorated startup portal this morning. Facebook Live, you can't see it, but there's a Christmas tree, a wreath. They are handing out these really cool blue startup portal ornaments for everyone who attended today. So you're all going to be very jealous you did not get one of those for not showing up today. We have a fire, virtual fire in the fireplace. We've got gingerbread scones from Jeannie Bird. We've got butter horns and coffee, all that great stuff. So thanks to Startup Portal for not only being such a gracious host, but for being so festive this morning. Yay! Thanks to Jeannie Bird for the gingerbread scones and all the coffee and the treats. Thanks to, of course, Magic, my organization, for being another community sponsor and helping to pull all this together. Kim and Gabby, who are here this morning, really helped keep this thing on track. And thank you to Furnace Hills Coffee for providing the virtual discount for all of you who are sitting at home. We hope this helps make everything more convenient virtually. So please go to furnacehillscoffee.com and redeem that 25% discount using the discount code 1MC Westminster, all one word. Okay, so this morning we don't have a single presenter. We're just doing a bunch of community updates. So basically anybody who comes in today gets to get up here where I am and talk about what's going on with their business or their business idea. I'm going to just walk through the 1 Million Cups presentation real quick to get us started. The mission for 1 Million Cups is to lower the barrier of access for education, resources, and connections for entrepreneurs. The mission does not get accomplished without the core pillars, or the pillars in the core program, which are that this is about presentations, not pitches. It's about connection, not networking. The culture is to be for the community, by the community. No one has ownership of 1 Million Cups Westminster. No one gets paid to do 1 Million Cups Westminster. We are all volunteers. And we are trying to be radically and intentionally inclusive of all businesses. Every week, we meet every week, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. We have 2 presenters whenever possible. If we have no presenters, we do these community updates, which I think actually a lot of our community members probably enjoy more sometimes. We have, and organizations that do present, we ask that they are less than 5 years old. If you are a business that's older than that, or maybe you established it years ago and never did anything with it, we can certainly make exceptions, especially if you have like a new initiative that you're getting off the ground, even if you're an established business. And then we always end with the question, what can we as a community here in Westminster do to help you? This is our organizing team: myself, Russ Hammett, Vicki Slinkman from Ting, John Wheatman, attorney at law, Tina Thomas from Infinite Love Project, Julia Snap from Dirigible Systems, and Gabby Rose from Magic. And with that, I will probably just jump right into the first community update, which is actually for Magic. So the big announcement for us this morning is, I don't know if you can see that. So if you're familiar with Jeannie Bird and you're familiar with Raphael's and Main Street here in Westminster, you'll probably notice this building and that the tenants have left. They have moved into the mall, Harvested Natural Foods. They're in the mall. You should go check them out. If you're missing their goods, that's where they went, to Town Mall. But this was vacant. And meanwhile, Magic was always been kind of hidden up here in these offices above Jeannie Bird towards the back. And we had recently moved all of our stuff into storage. We were feeling a little homeless, and we were going to just, excuse that as being like a virtual company. We're going to be virtual for a while. As we were moving out, the property manager for this place caught us. He's like, hey, why don't you move into here? And we're like, oh, is it available? He said, yeah. So we signed the lease on Monday. Yay. So Magic will now have a community center here at 38 West Main Street, where Harvested Natural Foods used to be and the Supernatural used to be. So we're really excited to be able to create a space that invites entrepreneurs in, invites the community in for all of our things that we do around innovation, incubation, and education. So that's our big announcement. And then while we're talking about Magic, Kim Samuelson, our program director, is just going to come up real quick and talk about our mini hackathon, right? Kim?
Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Magic does a lot of community education programs. One of the things that we do that is very popular in our community is our hackathon. So this last year, we received a grant from the Rural Maryland Council to allow us to extend those educational opportunities to those communities because there's not a lot of tech education in the rural areas. So our goal is to bring technology to those areas. So we have put together a mini hackathon for the winter. Basically, our typical hackathon is like a weekend build. We actually get the kids together and they come up with products and marketing and business plans within 3 days, and they pitch their app at the end of that. Very intensive, a lot of kids together doing it. This time around, we're doing a virtual version of that. It's actually a 2-month build. So teams can get together, either using our Discord channel or together themselves as a group, and come up with an app idea and go through our system and pitch it at the end of January. So it gives them a little bit of extra time to really put extra thought into it. It's not 3 days, it's 2 months. So we're hoping to get some good things. The theme for this one is rural communities and what they need. Apps for, say, seniors in your community that might need help. Tourism, agriculture, anything of those in those kind of communities that might need some help, or if you have a business plan or app idea for those, we encourage that. So that's about it. Due date is January 31st. If you go to magicinc.org and go to our programs, you'll see a mini hackathon page that gives you all the information that you need for it. And we encourage anybody. You don't have to be in the Westminster area. You don't even have to be in the Maryland area. So, we extend the area with this kind of hackathon. So, and the winner gets Amazon gift card. So,
Any questions for Kim?
any questions?
No.
Tina from Infant Love Project.
The ideas that the hackathon are built upon, do those have to come from hackathon members? Do you ever have somebody who wants to participate but doesn't have an idea? Do you take outside ideas
We do. We
give to them to see what they can build?
Well, we do what's called a theme or a mission, a problem statement, which we have posted on our website to give them ideas. We don't specifically give them a project. It's up to them to come up with the concept themselves and build it from scratch. But we do give them ideas of certain, areas to look in or where there might be a need for some kind of app. Or you can bring your own idea. I mean, if you have an idea, great, bring it. And this is a prelude to our big event, which actually is scheduled for April 1st through the 3rd. No, it's not April Fool's, it's an actual event. And that'll be hosted at Carroll Community College. But with something like this, if you do have an idea, you and your team get together early, start putting the concept together, submit it. Even if you don't win, you can take that idea, bring it to the April event, and start building and changing and making something better out of it. We've had students come back from hackathon to hackathon with the idea, and they just, come back and they utilize the mentors and the professional resources that we have to make it something better. So, did that answer your question? Okay.
It could be kind of interesting though, in terms of the rural theme. I mean, when I grew up, there was still that concept of a Sunday drive where you go out driving with your family. It was always usually through somewhere rural with a scenic drive. If you had some sort of app where you encourage people to go on these scenic drives, and maybe you'll find some Be Kind signs.
That's exactly what my thought was.
Yeah, and that's something that's a viable product that people would probably use, and the idea is, the whole idea is to consider an app from beginning to end. It's just not about coding an app. It's about the whole process, the planning, the viability, market, business plan, all of those things combined to make a viable production product out in the market. And that's what we're trying to encourage, not just the coding. So if you have no coding skills, that's okay. But if you like business, if you like graphic design, put a wireframe together, put a business plan together. Find some people that have expertise in some of those other areas that you might lack, get a team together and build the product. So.
With the high school and college students that are here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
All right, anybody else want to come up and do a community update? I'm happy to get your website up while you're talking. Don't be shy. All right, Rick, come on up. Should I bring up the Start Portal website?
Sure. Actually, all right. Okay, so first update is we have our friends at Strategic Factory here today, helping put the graphics on the wall for our back office, for our co-working, as well as the Startup Portal Studio.
Bravo.
So we'll be able to work on our podcasting, video casting, and the podcasting machine that's there is very simple to use. So it's not one of these intimidating all kinds of buttons. It's 8 little colored buttons so you can hit the button. We're working on that piece.
You show people how to use it.
Working on it. Where's Billy when I need him? Right?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. So that, and then we're doing next week. We're doing a sort of a private pitch night. I think Nick mentioned it last time. So we have 4 or 5 people coming in to basically pitch, and then we have a special guest who's going to be one of the judges.
Yay!
Yeah, so it's our first test, in that regard. So so and then we're planning for next year to do some events, but also get people encouraged to come to Startup Portal, come to 1 Million Cups to start, and then work with us through the year and hopefully take their idea from plan to profit.
And when is the first pitch night again?
It's Tuesday night.
This coming Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday, right, Nick?
Wow.
Yeah. This.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's we're kind of set up for that, as you can tell, and we'll test it out and see. And it's really we're giving folks 3 slides, so it's quick, but it's not too quick. I think the biz challenge at the mall or the biz challenge where it was a minute. I don't know if anybody went to that, but
Yes.
Yeah.
it was tough for people. I mean, for 1 minute, and some folks froze. It's like, so here we'll have 3 slides, and then we're putting all the slides together so we can just roll through it, and people don't have to worry about the setting up and all that stuff. So, yeah, so we'll see. It should be fun. And eventually we'll get it to open to the public and get some ideas. But
Nice.
I encourage anybody to throw them our way.
Any questions for Rick? And so you said this one's not open to the public?
It's not. It's private.
Private.
Because it's ideas. So I don't want
Gotcha.
people to think, I have an idea, other people want to steal my,
Right.
So we're testing that aspect of it. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so all's good.
Nice.
Yeah, we signed an NDA if you walk in the door.
No, we're not doing
Yeah.
that. Not getting technical.
Background
Yeah,
checks,
yeah.
credit checks.
Yeah, exactly.
We just appreciate and respect each other enough to just.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, no, absolutely. And then Friday, you're speaking at the community college. I'm
Yeah.
speaking at the community college.
Right.
And it's a whole list of, local people telling, sort of for startup businesses from the Atomic Community College. So it's should be fun.
Yeah, it's a Miller event, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
Miller event.
Yeah.
And I think we have 20 minutes to speak. So I was practicing in here yesterday, and I was at 20 minutes and 38 seconds.
Whoa,
So,
nice.
Not bad. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so we're good.
Excellent.
All right.
Any
Anybody
other
else?
questions for Rick?
All right, cool.
Fun stuff.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to get up?
Judy.
Go ahead, Judy. Get up there. You want me to pull up your website?
You can bring it up on Facebook, I guess.
Facebook page?
Yeah.
Share hope through art, right?
There you go. So I think I go, we have those next.
Yeah. Feel free to navigate.
Oh my.
It disappeared.
I touched it and it's gone.
It's okay. It's just-
I don't have the magic. I don't know how to do it. Can you go under more and events? There you go. Click on that one. Can you click on the flyer? There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have an event at the mall. Oh, I'm Judy with Share Hope Through Art. and crap happens philosophy. And I remember to make the buttons. I brought them. I made them like a couple weeks ago. So we got starter portal. Who else do we have? The restore. I started watching your old ones, so we have my house.
Oh, cool.
I also have 1 million cups.
Funny creative.
We're gonna be kind, share hope, magic. So that's a fun. Expanding boundaries. Made one there, and wisdom cord.
Awesome.
So the event's on Sunday at the mall, so it's 12 to 4, and you may be there for the last 2 hours, but 12 at 12. That's about the coolest date I can think of.
Oh, nice.
I know, right? When was your first event? 12, 12, 12? I don't know. I'm not usually into numbers, but that's kind of... We were going to do... Yeah, so we were going to do it 2, but then I was like, no, it's got to be at 12. And then your Super Mario Kart tournament,
Well,
is that off?
that might
We'll
be getting canceled.
see.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there may or may not be something
Yeah.
to promote at the event, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I have some flyers here as well. And I heard back from a step by the Westminster Library, which is open. I don't think the basement's open yet. But,
No, it's the 17th.
yeah, the 17th. But January, we have another option to do a display. She's like, yay, I have somebody for January. So I'll be doing another art display there.
Nice.
And I saw a really cool flyer for something calling for artists. I could totally manipulate that. I've had this book idea for like 20 years. I'm just getting because I submitted this, I should have brought it. I don't think I did. But there's like international poetry books where you just submit your poem and it goes into another book. And it's like this publication and it's done well of all these poems in a book and you get to buy it. And you're like, oh, I'm going to publish a book. That's like what started the whole writing thing. So I was like, I want to make that. So I created off theirs this morning, calling for art. So this is their flyer. I changed everything. So calling all artists. I love to do this. Again, I've been trying this for like 15, 20 years and it hasn't worked. But the idea of getting people to submit a page on art. So it could be like my one friend did a hope sprite and it's like this little creature and it's holding a semicolon. So like her writing a little paragraph to go with the picture. Some people, their hope is like flowers. So take a picture of their garden and like write a paragraph. So if the idea is having all these ideas to share hope, and I said say yes to hope. I think there's a walk in Westminster, say no to dope, or nope to dope or something. But I was like, I did a button just out of an idea. I was like, this year would be cool to do. Say no to dope, say yes to hope, like a little button. Because I'm like, it's a negative, but you need to make it a positive. So there is hope that you can, live a happy, successful life with, effort or however it is. So that's kind of the idea. I wrote it as Share Hope Through Art Volume 1, Winter 2022. So the idea would be to get it before the first day of spring submissions. Made by Marylanders. Ideally 100 people giving one-page submissions on what hope is. Why do we each matter? Art, pictures, poems, lyrics, abstract art, all original work with name you want in book, sign your page. So the idea is I could just even make it a PDF. So if a school is like, we're trying to do something positive for September Suicide Prevention Month, they could just print out any pages they want out of it of, here's some art that's hope-filled. So like I have a ton of rocks I took photos of that could take up the whole entire book. But, so just getting different people to do different things. Like be kind, and like the back of yours, it's totally being kind to yourself. It's like, yeah, be kind to others, but the whole being kind to yourself, that's not stressed enough in society, So we'll see if it works. But I think it'd be fun to do like once a year, but like potentially, like I can compile quick. I'm like, we could do it every season, and I'm like, I could be like, have you heard of Westminster? They're all about like hope and kindness. So infinity love in Westminster, what's going on? So it's just, so that's the updates.
Any questions for Judith?
Do you have the Calling All Artists on your Facebook page?
I literally saw the flyer for, gosh, I wish I kept the original. I think it's Sykesville for trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can like put something on a trash can and they're calling on artists or, for, you know. And I was like, I just like that flyer. So I have not updated it. So I put like little white blocks over it and I can see, you know, it's not done yet. But I love the idea. And I
Yeah,
want
well, like I said, get it posted on your social media and your stuff so that
Okay.
you can get it out to people and you'll get more interest in submissions.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to do it in 2010, 2012, and I actually got some good submissions, but then I didn't have, you know, my treatment team on board being like, keep going, it's fine. So somebody says, you know, we're a little worried, you're doing too much. So then I stopped doing anything. So
Right.
it's kind of the whole. So now I'm kind of like, no, I can, yeah. So I will get this up and on my Facebook and website. Somebody said Squarespace you can do websites, or because I have a share her blog spot, but like you can't put my link on anything because it's counted as spam. So I can't even put my link on my Facebook. So like I need to do it different because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Squarespace
probably
is
could blog
free. You
spot.
can do a couple. I think it
I don't
gives you
know if
like
there's
5 free web pages.
But yeah, with the free services, sometimes you do have the problem that their reputation for their domains is really low because lots of spammers leverage them. So that's why Blogspot probably is triggering your emails to go to spam.
It's a Gmail. Well, it's so the Google. It's through my Gmail through Google, but it like if I try to post a link on Facebook, it's kicked off.
Mhm.
So I need to get a domain name.
Yeah, and get on a host.
And I don't know how to-
Google host.
That's the only recommendation that.
Have you heard there's I don't know if this applies to you or the type of art that you do, but there's like an arts council grant for artists who want to like teach art to other people. Does anyone know what I'm talking
I
about?
saw the Maryland Arts Council.
Is that
There's
what-
a grant,
Yes.
but you have to be in existence for a year, and I started in June to get it. I think.
You as a person have to be an owner.
So there's one.
As a
If you're doing
business?
as an individual, I got denied, but as a nonprofit. So that is one grant I did apply for. I applied for 2.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, I don't want to apply for grants. I'm like, I want my books to sell. I don't want to have to ask for money. I'm like, I want other people to get grants.
Well, but that money's
So-
there for a reason.
But other people could get it too. So I'm
I'm there
not.
to help you first.
You're as deserving
Okay.
as everyone else.
Yeah.
But if I can generate my own money, like.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you
the
have to do
goal,
both.
but you have
I'm
to
that
start
person
somewhere.
who, like, I would lose a soccer game and be genuinely happy the other team's so happy they won. Like, I wasn't sad. I was just, I'm not competitive. Like, sell your art, but somebody else can, but I don't.
Well, speaking as a nonprofit, we have to do both. We raise our own
Okay.
capital through programs and fees, and then we also go out and fundraise. So you'll probably find that you'll need to do both anyway. So you might as well apply. So,
Okay.
Right, you're out there helping other people, so
Yeah.
allow other people to help you to help other people.
Well, and that's what the grant processes are for.
Right.
They come in, they look at them, and they say who's the most needy at this point in time. It may not be you this time, but it might be you next time. So
yeah.
apply.
And the more you apply for it, as soon as you start getting some of these, then it helps to sort of qualify you and vet you in the eyes of other foundations. So, it kind of can eventually start to snowball.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I'll find a way to make money. I used to be great at it. Like I worked at the Raven Stadium in the streets, and I'm like, I'll come out like, man, I need to find another. I don't know. I may. I think I need to follow advice better. So I may apply for grants.
All right.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
update.
And Button's always here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And Graham, if
Did
you
you make
want
buttons? Oh, wow.
I tried to.
Yeah. Look at that. We got Rise Up, we got Wisdom Court, Find Your Purpose, My House, Expanding Boundaries, Be Kind, a couple one-link ups, Start World, Restore, My House, Magic, okay. All right,
stuff, you want to leave that up, and I can do my update.
this one, you want this up? Okay. All
Yeah, I'll start with that.
Flyer as a comment. That's like the.
right, Tina, come on up.
Tina, yay!
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm loving the fire. I feel the warmth.
I know, don't you?
It's amazing.
It is.
It's remarkable. It's on TV. I wanted to mention, thank Judy for putting together this kindness event at the mall this Sunday. It's on, which is a palindrome, 12, 21.
At
12.
At 12. Yeah, it all works. It's fun. But the thing that we're excited about, besides the fact that, you know, like our art is all about trying to inspire kindness and hope, is that we have been able to expand our shop. So production is up. So we're at a price point where we can give back. So for each ready to paint Be Kind sign kit that you buy, we're able to donate $2 to the Share Hope Through Art community to help her out with her nonprofit. We're so excited. And we're expanding that to, she'll have the kits there at noon. We'll make sure she has them there for when she opens, but we're gonna be at the downtown holiday market until 1. So we won't get to the mall till around 2. So we'll be there from 2 to 4 with our boxes of already made signs. And any purchase of our already made sign at the Share Hope Through Art Kindness event, she'll get a portion of those proceeds as well.
Nice, very nice.
So we're grateful that we're at a point that the community has supported us and purchased signs and hearts and shirts to the point that we can now start giving back more than just donating signs and donating hearts. We can actually monetarily start giving back now. So we're so grateful. Part of our update is that we are hiring somebody for a new website. We are so excited.
Yay.
We thanks to our CFO Rick here at Startup Portal and his guidance and recommendations on our financials, we have established a business line of credit. First time ever for me.
Nice.
And personal, yeah. Business, wow. So we're able to, we've vetted a couple of different website developers, and we've settled on Global for our website development. We are still looking or working to vet out for social media promotions, our marketing, our online marketing, especially the social media part. So I'm open to any recommendations that you have. I'm hoping to find someone local who's forward thinking, because we also need to incorporate not only in our marketing strategy the online space, but also the new Web3 NFT space. So that's something that we've already started. So I'm looking to collaborate with people who are in a forward thinking way, have some experience, have some know-how and understanding. And in talking with different shops around, so far I don't know that I've found that person yet, or that group of people, because everybody has their specialty and their niche, and there's so many awesome people here in Carroll County and here in Westminster who know like different aspects of email marketing, social media, things like that. But I'm hoping to find someone local to assist with the bigger picture marketing that will include the online Web3 NFT space. So if you know of anybody, let us know, please. We are also, besides the expansion of the shop, we're also going to be in the spring looking for a new space. Wow. So we've been talking to a realtor or two, and so hopefully we may end up in the Main Street corridor of Westminster. We can't miss our Ting. You got to start expanding Ting a little bit more so that we have a little bit more option in where we land, because we so appreciate the high-speed internet and everything that's going on with that initiative here in Westminster, which of course Magic is the huge champion of. So I think that's our updates for the moment. We have the event. We're down at downtown Holiday Market and the Stocksdale's building across from Johansson's this weekend and next weekend. Deadline to order a custom sign and have it shipped is today. Deadline to order a custom sign and pick it up at the market next weekend is Sunday. So if you're looking to give gifts, those are our deadlines. And then of course the following weekend, even if you can't order a custom sign because the deadline passed, we'll have boxes of unique signs for you to go through and pick out as gifts. So that's our update.
Thank you.
And they have really cool designs that I hadn't seen yet. A pink flamingo design and a Maryland crab design. So it's like the crab one's sort of like the Old Bay seasoning color. It's like
Yes.
sort of orangey color.
Yeah.
And then the pink flamingo is obviously pink. So very like Baltimore theme, in my opinion, which I thought was really cool. So
And we absolutely totally go make custom signs. You know, people ask us, can you make a sign that's this, or can you make a sign that's that? And that's the fun artistic challenge that Eric usually takes on with a smile and a giggle. Like, okay, yay! Let me figure out how I'm going to make that. That's how the rainbow came about. That's how the Maryland flag, Be Kind sign came about. So yeah, we're happy to. If you have a thought of how you would like a Be Kind sign to look, that's going to go on your porch or your fence or your mailbox, let us know.
have you ever looked into whether or not the company that makes Crayola does grants or anything like that?
Not yet, but I like that
I
idea.
wonder if they do, because that might be an interesting partnership.
Thank
Because your signs look like crayons,
Yeah,
right? So maybe there's an
Right.
opportunity for a partnership there.
possible.
Are you Avery?
Yes.
Hey, nice to meet you. Billy told us you were coming. This is Avery, everybody.
Hi, Avery. Hi, Avery.
Um,
And thank you for reminding me. We are also another piece of the fun initiatives that we're moving forward with. We already have our registered trademark for our business, which is the Infinite Love Heart. But we are moving forward with the copyrights on all of the different color versions of the heart and the Be Kind in the oval
yeah,
with,
okay.
with
Yeah.
the different colors.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
yeah. And then I encourage you to bring the kids to come check out the train garden at the downtown holiday market, because I'm also unveiling some new Be Kind shirts that I think you'll appreciate.
Yeah, it's an impressive train garden too. I'm really impressed with how they filled out that space.
Were they in the far bay?
Stockdale, yeah, in the far back, far corner, they've
Far
got
back.
the train garden. That's sponsored by the Albert Feeser B&B.
The Arthur Feeser
Arthur.
Estate Bed and Breakfast out in Silver Run.
Ah,
Yeah, Jonathan and Tim
Nice.
bought that and turned it into an amazing B&B. Wow, it's just an amazing
Yeah,
space.
it's just open.
And they have a light show from now through I think New Year's. Is every evening is a light show. It's like a 20 to 30 minute light show, and it shows 4 times a night. So I can't wait. And they're across the street from a church, so you can like park in the church and just go watch their light show at the Feeser Estate, which is now a bed and breakfast, which is so amazing. Yeah. So yeah, plug for them too.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else want to come up and do an update?
Your turn.
yay, Vicky!
And hi, Avery. Thanks for coming out. Avery, there's coffee and like scones and baked goods. It's all available.
I know. I love her
do
outfit.
well with these snacks.
Oh, you know?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
I just wanted to open up the internet site instead of the mobile site.
Oh, take internet.
Yeah, just internet.
And while that, I did want to echo what Tina was saying about how easy it is to customize Be Kind signs. A girlfriend and I were out on Small Business Saturday, and she was mentioning how she has family in West Virginia and wanted to do maybe like a West Virginia flag colors sign. And she was like, yeah, whatever you want. Just, like no problem. So it is super easy to customize. But morning, everybody. One of Ting's core values is to help people, and so the month of December we are giving back to Carroll County Food Sunday. So for every new order that comes in, we're donating $25 to that organization. We just wrapped up Veterans Day, where we donated to the Carroll County Veterans Independence Project, and we were able to donate over $1,000 to them to help with the fantastic work that they do to support veterans in our community. But this isn't just about getting Ting and giving back, but just encouraging people to give back in any way that you can. So I have a lot of people who will say, oh, well, I don't have time to volunteer, or I can't, afford to give money. And those are definitely good ways to do it. There are plenty of organizations that, accept donations, whether of your time or financially, but there's so many other things you can do that you might not even think of. Do you have a winter coat that you don't, wear anymore, or a child that has grown out of, their winter coat. There are always organizations looking for that. Or even things as simple as going on social media and sharing a post from an organization about maybe donations that they're looking for. And that takes you, 10 seconds. So as you're mindlessly strolling through Facebook, take, a minute just to promote an organization or share, and then that helps spread the word for them, and then hopefully other people who are able to, donate or give back can do that. So I just encourage everybody during the season where we're, buying everything and, it is so very festive here and lovely, but don't forget that there's always people who could use a helping hand, and now is a great time to be able to do that.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you.
Any
Yes.
questions for Nikki? Yes, Billy Live from Wisdom Court Entertainment.
Yes, yes. When will I be able to get internet with
So this is in my almost 6 months with Ting. This is the number one question that I get back. I'm considering making bumper stickers, t-shirts, just anything to advertise it. The good news is that the city is very much invested in considering expanding the fiber network. So for everybody who doesn't know, the Westminster Fiber Network is owned by the City of Westminster, and then Ting is the service provider. So when the city decides to move outside of city limits, which they are actively doing, Ting will be there to support them. And in fact, one of Mayor Becker's new initiatives was to create a fiber council, and they are very, active and looking to expand. So keep asking, keep being vocal about that. I know the city does want to expand, and trust me, if I personally were able to purchase fiber and get it out to you, I totally would, because I know how desirable it is.
What is it that makes it certain places not be able to have it?
It's more just the infrastructure as well as the financial support. So because the city did purchase it, they are looking, to get some financial support as well if they move outside of city limits. So then that would be the county saying, okay, we want to get this out to residents as well, and then choosing to support that.
So
And I know
talk to
the county-
your county commissioner.
Yes, very much. Actively speak to your county commissioner and tell them, I'm in an area that is, underserved. I don't just want to have, I'm not going to say the name that should not be spoken. I don't just want to have this one internet service.
Just one choice.
I don't want this one choice. I want.
I have dial-up internet.
Okay. Yes, I forgot. I won't call out where you live, but yes, I know you don't have the best options, but yes, speak to your county commissioner if you live in, Tawnytown, Hampstead. Get with your local government team and tell them that this is something that you want. Westminster supports it, so get on board.
And is it fair to say that the places that will get it first in the county are the ones that are basically adjacent to the city?
That is correct.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's all of a sudden it's going to show up in Sykesville without showing up in Pittsburgh first.
Probably not, but I mean, there could be some situation where a local municipality decides this is what they really want to invest in, and they choose to support that financially and partner with the city to do that. But yes, right now the city's expansion plan is to, about 100 addresses that are right along city limits. They're on city sewer and water, but for some reason just aren't quite in the city yet.
Oh, Any other questions for Nikki?
Sorry, I know that's not the answer that you wanted, but maybe next year for
Just gotta move
Christmas.
to the city, Billy.
Huh?
Move to one down
I live
there.
next to Jiffy Mart, the core place where they make the bricks or whatever, and there's all kinds of stuff there. And I know they have internet, but I'm on Pleasant Valley.
Oh, right.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you just shared your address with
So you're
everybody.
in
I
one of the
wasn't going
adjacent,
to.
you're in one of the adjacent communities, so you are next, basically. I mean,
Or you
for
could
all
be
intents and purposes.
Yeah,
I know it's not officially.
Yes.
No, it's
But as
coming
well-
down my way first, so sorry.
Yeah, there are always, properties on Main Street that are, available.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you.
Any other updates? Billy, you missed it, but there's a Wisdom Court pin and a button and a Find Your
Awesome.
Purpose button here that Judith made from Show Hope.
Yes,
For,
you want another update?
Letitia, are you coming up?
Yes.
You want me to pull up your website?
No. I don't like that website. Hi everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I don't know how you guys get to hang out all night, and I'm so tired from yesterday. But anyway, yeah, great news. I'm excited for Magic and their office. So we also got the keys to our office right behind Boys and Girls Club.
Nice.
So it's yeah, I've been praying about it for a while, and now we got a place, and I'm still confused. Like I always tell you guys, I don't know what I'm doing. So any advice and a recommendation, because I know there's a lot of compliance that you have to be to have people come in the room or the building and stuff. So any help in that area will be really, really appreciated, and especially insurance, all those things, and yeah. So I think our first event for next year will be for help. I have met a lot of people that don't have passports, so we're gonna invite somebody from the post office or the State Department to help people apply for passport in person. So it will just be a matter of them coming with their birth certificates and then state ID, those two forms, and then they can apply, and then with the application fee. So that's what we are looking forward to for our first event, allowing our community to have their passport ready to travel overseas and stuff. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, right, right.
Nice.
So where's you're behind the Boys and Girls
Yes.
Club? Is it one of those entrances off the alley between the parking garage? And
Yes, yes.
Is it the Steve Aquino property?
Yes.
Oh, we looked at that property.
It was a lot of things in there. So we
Yeah.
could, yeah. But now it's and I don't know how to thank him. He has really worked with us. Like the reason why I'm actually relaxed now, he gave us this month free rent. So yeah. So I don't know how to thank. Like he has really worked with us, knowing that we are a very tiny organization. So please. I don't even know the actual address. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's technically part of the Times building.
Yes.
It's in the back, very very back. It has its own entrance off of that alleyway next to the Longwell garage.
Yes.
So yeah, the back entrance of
With a green
Boys and Girls
door.
Club,
Yeah.
you turn-
Yes.
I think you turn left and it's right there.
Yeah.
It's
a very cute
tunnel in the back.
Oh, did you see it?
Did you see it?
Door?
It's like the doorway.
Oh, don't say that.
But I know that in the back, there's a gaming, the little gaming bar.
There it is.
This one. Oh, you are so great.
Good job. Right
So
there.
yeah.
So that's her that'll be her entrance.
Yes.
And so there's Boys and Girls Club right there.
Yeah.
Right there. This is obviously a very, very old
Oh,
photo. This has
right.
been, this has been done up and painted as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a great space.
Thank you.
Space.
Yeah.
Yes, and I see this and I love it. So we are thinking about painting the place and cleaning the floor just to make it more welcoming for the kids that will get to come there. And we have all this amazing STEAM, something with the arts, STEM with the arts.
Yeah.
So coming up with our community. Hopefully the people that get to walk in our door, they will be willing to travel with us to Africa. We never know. So, but Billy needs a passport. He's going with us. He has no choice.
This will be your first passport, Bill?
Yes.
Nice.
And there's someone who can help you with that.
So yeah, so it's exciting, but yeah, I'm open to any ideas and any link, like Letitia, you have to. I'm scared to be in trouble. I'll tell you guys. So anything that will keep me and the organization out of trouble, I'm open to receive that. Thank you guys.
And are you using Restore to help with some of the?
Yes.
remodeling?
I'm not paying anything full price. God knows. No, so even the toilet seat or the bowl got to be changed and all those stuff. So we will be going to the restore to get as many things as we can, and then look online for some free donations for nonprofit and all those things just to make it work. So. And I'm grateful. My husband is a handyman, kind of construction person, so he will be helping a lot. without pay. So yeah, yeah. So it's exciting. So I'm looking forward to January as really seeing how everything progresses and stuff. Yeah. So you come and see more of Africa stuff when you come there. Yeah, we want to make it more of an African theme.
Nice.
So you get to see all the beautiful places in Africa and stuff.
So traveling without leaving Westminster.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
That'd
we'll
be cool.
host our virtual tours. Then the virtual tour will be both in person and also virtually showing you the place and then allowing you to be engaging with the language and all those stuff. But our virtual tours or exploration tour, it's not only towards Africa. Like we can go to China, Sri Lanka, all those places, but we will make the place more of the theme of the country, so you get a feel of the place when we are traveling through that country and all the attraction centers and stuff. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
All right, we have 10 minutes. Anybody else want to get up and do a update?
Really? What's up?
You've got some pictures. Some show and
Yeah.
tell.
Take us
pull
to the
up,
end.
Which one? Instagram?
That's true.
Really live?
Say, when what?
It wouldn't be 1 million cups without you up there.
Hey. All right, so I told you we raised the money to do the Giving Shoes Day thing, whatever. So we actually got to take the kids down on Sunday, took them to Security Mall, and it was an experience. I'm gonna tell you why. For one, when I circled all the kids up, it was actually 7 of them, and then their families came too, so it was like a big group of us. I circled all the kids up, and I was like, all right, so this is what we're doing, boom, boom, boom. Go pick out any shoe you want, cool. I'm thinking they're gonna be like, all right, boom, just go in there, whatever. They walked in every single store, like 3 different times. And I was getting frustrated a little bit because I was like, I was trying to go home, but I was like, these kids probably never had a chance to go out there and pick any shoe they want.
Yeah.
So they started picking the most expensive shoes ever. Timberland's $209. This kind of Nike, $160, whatever. And they're looking at like, I'm like, whatever you want. So as they started buying, the first store we went to, everybody ended up going back to that store after an hour, and that's where the bulk of the stuff was finished. That was the first store. They got all the shoes there, and some of these kids were like kids that were really hard to break through, to talk, to communicate with, or whatever. And at the end of the thing, they walked up, and everyone like saying thank yous and all that kind of stuff, and their parents. And then this one boy, he's really hard to reach. He's like big dude, walked up. He's like, Billy, no one's ever done that like that for me before. And he's like, I just want to give you a hug. And he was like, gave me a big ass hug. And, that was like the highlight. Also the parents and everything. I'm kind of mad because I bought 2 big pizzas and nobody ate them. That was like the highlight because like the dude like literally just hugged, you know what I'm saying? And then I saw him yesterday at youth group, and our whole interaction, his whole mood, everything was completely different. We're walking up the street, he's like talking the whole time, like it was an amazing thing. What I wanted to do with that, I did it, and all the kids had their shoes on at the youth group the other day too. So yeah, some of them were homeless, and they had fresh shoes on, and made them feel like really, really good. So here's some of the kids. They're all Westminster residents. I'm not gonna say who's homeless and who's whatever, but they all got like a lot of stuff going on in their life.
Trying to move to the next
The
picture.
arrow with the X.
That's another one of the kids and her family, and some other kids.
So you guys like get all on like a one big bus or like?
Nah, some met us down there. Some got in my car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then yesterday I got 200 shirts that were donated to me. Somebody sponsored me to get 200 shirts, Wisdom Court and Find Your Purpose shirts. So I brought like 12 kids up. They all folded the shirts for me and counted them to make sure the numbers are right. And then I let them all pick out like a shirt for free. So they got shoes and a shirt.
Nice.
But that's all my updates for today. Are these guys?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? What you think of
All right. Well, I think that's it. I was going to say, Rick, are you still here? Oh, that. So Seth, do you know what if these are for everybody? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just so you know, in case you don't know, these are the startup portal ornaments. Rick got a bunch for everyone who showed up today on the shelf back there. So if you didn't already get one, just take one, please. No more than one per household. Don't know how many there are. Yeah, so thank you everybody else for showing up on Facebook Live. If you had, were there any questions or comments on Facebook Live? Okay, good. All right, thank you everybody else who showed up, and happy holidays. We are back next week. Oh, well, Tina, sorry, I'm doing your job. Get on here.
Hey, I'm so glad everybody made it. Appreciate CFO Rick and the Startup Portal for the awesome space and the ambiance. Thank you to Jenny Bird for the Go-Go Juice and the treats. Furnace Hills for continued sponsorship of coffee as well. And then, of course, Magic for putting this all together and helping us keep it rolling. Gabby, Kim, and the gang. I don't know. And then when it comes to 1 million cups, we are here to support entrepreneurs and business people who are working to figure it out. And we're here to help and support you. So sometimes we have one presenter, sometimes we have two. And next week, it could be you. Go to 1 million cups, that's the number 1, millioncups.com/Westminster, and sign up to apply. You just need 5 sentences, 5 simple sentences of what you're trying to accomplish with your business, and apply to present. We'll even help you if it's your first presentation. Not a problem. We're here to support you. That's what 1 Million Cups is all about. So we do have 1 presenter next week. We have 1 opening because sometimes we have 2 presenters. So go apply, and we'll see you here next week. Have a great week.